Hello again. If I've already seen this morning, this is the intermediate get ready for the day routine where we do a head to toe, get your body moving, get the blood flowing so you can face your day a little more awake, a little more alive. And today we're going to be doing a little more stretching than we usually do instead of the other stuff. I was out dancing the first time since I was sick, and sometimes after that, your body's really feels like it's kind of curling in on itself. So I thought, let's do a stretch today. Let's get our muscles nice and long. So even if it's painful, then you still feel better later on today or tomorrow. The best thing was, there was a time in my life when I was like super disciplined. Even after a performance, I would stay there. I would stretch, and I felt good the next day. I didn't have any cramps or anything. But yeah, it's hard to maintain. You're tired afterwards. You just want to get up. All right, there flies. Magnetizing your feet to the earth. Here, just a magnet, and your bottoms of your feet are also going to make a magnet. The tips of your toes, the middle of your toes, balls of your feet, the arches, the outside of your feet, the heels, all on the ground. And even if you're magnetized, our body's relaxed. Breathing into your nose. And out through your mouth, and then through your nose. Try and feel ribs expanding here, and out through your mouth. And with your arms, breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, I want you to feel like you have measuring hands that are grabbing your hands and pulling them way out. And coming back. So they're stretching out, and going up, and stretching out and going down. And going to the front and the same thing, stretching way out, big arc, stretching way down, and way up, and way down, and way up, and way down. And circling your shoulders back, and back, and front, and back, and back, and it's time. Actually, let's wrap around like this to start with. Hi, Ben. So I'm grabbing either shoulder or you can grab your rib cage, and stretch out my upper back here, so this part. And switching your arms. Nice and even. And rolling the shoulders back. And this time you can do a little bit more upper body. And bracing your hands. Look up to the sky. So you want to stay straight, except for your upper body. And try and pull the shoulders together towards the back. Hi, Alex. Oh, thank you, Ben. Thank you. Pull your shoulders together so that you reach in the back. And coming back up. And yes. And we're going to say no. And we're going to dip our ear to our shoulder and back up. This is really just at the top of your neck, like a bobblehead. So you can stretch in there. If you have neck issues, you want to skip this. You don't want to force anything. So your ear is tilting towards your shoulder. Your shoulders stay down. You stretch there. And take a wall, like stretch. And the other side. And this time with the fast. And coming back up in the middle. And this time we're going to go slightly to the right. I want want you to feel that in your upper back, your shoulder. And coming back up, and to the other side. And coming back up. And again, if you have neck issues, leave this one out. And coming back to neutral. I'm going to take this arm, I'm going to pull it over so it's going downwards. And I want to feel this coming down my back. So lower each time, moving downwards. And the other side, taking that wrist and pulling it diagonal and way out in the distance, so you're feeling that stretch. And back. And coming back. Let's give our shoulders a roll. You guys remember, as you go about your day, every time you think of it, roll your shoulders back, put your chest up to the sky, give yourself a nice big posture. A nice, beautiful, proud posture. So if you have a table counter, chair, what have you, just reach back and grab with both hands. And it doesn't have to be extreme. It can be wherever. And we're just going to be, first we're leaning out, and then we're going to be going down. So this is a little chair, so I did have to be extreme here. And we're bending our knees and pulling our shoulder blades together. And coming back up. And bend your knees, and shoulder blades together. And coming back up. And bend your knees. Try and keep your shoulders down as you do this. You don't want them coming up like this. You need to keep them down. And now I'm going to be moving a little bit forward with that. So we're going to be arching outwards and bending our knees so that we feel the arms going upwards this time. Back, and the arms going upwards, and coming back, and the arms are upwards, and coming back. And then I reach again towards the opposite foot, and use your other arm to pull, and the other direction. We're just kind of lengthening out what we were stretching, going the opposite way. And bring the arms up, and grab one elbow, and pull it this direction. Other elbow. Butterflies, you don't want to raise your shoulder too much. You want to try and keep it down. And the same thing to the back, so your arm is going to be facing backwards. And press into the back. And the other back. Shoulder stretches today. All right, so taking your chair, countertop, wall, whatever it is, and really leaning into it. Again, you want to not be raising your shoulders too much. You want to keep them down in their natural position. You're going to be pressing your head down and feeling a shoulder stretch here. You don't have to go as low as I'm going. This is a little chair, so you can do it higher too. If you're doing on a wall, you can just press in like this. But it's good to have a little bit of resistance. And coming I'm going to be laying down, so one hand is going underneath another, and I'm going to be stretching along here, so that's where you want to focus, that you're pulling that, and feel another stretching at the back. And then crossing the other hand underneath, and neat. How are you feeling? Are you feeling like you've got a nice stretched out torso? Good. All right, so tilting our shoulders from side to side. This is just your shoulders. Anything else? Do ocean sounds? Yes, I do. Sleeping to the sounds of waves. And now let's continue with the side stretches. Our shoulders are good. I do love the beach. I live in Florida, so we have great beaches here. And we're stretching to the side. This is just your warm up and back. And you can feel that right there. And come back. And another. Back. And this time you're going to take your arm up, move this up. I want you to feel like again somebody's grabbing your hand without raising your shoulder. And you're going to stretch as far as you can in that direction. Nice. And then we come up. And I want you to feel that lengthen in your middle as you come up. And then whoever has grabbed your hand is making a big arc with it. And bending this outward knee, we're going to do the same thing again. And it's coming up and lengthening. And then imaginary hand is pulling, pulling, pulling. The knee that is farthest from whatever you're holding on to. And your back. And we come back up, lengthening in the middle. And to the other side. Just start just by bending, coming up, and bending, and coming up, and bending, coming up, and bending, coming up. Now this arm is going to come up, and grab the imaginary hands, and stretch, 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 pulling you that direction. And as you come up, lengthen in the middle, and bending that outside knee. Same thing. Arm comes up, and imaginary hand is pulling you over this way. And lengthen in the middle to come back up. Alright, nice. Let's do our calf, or we have our press foot with foot in front of the other, leaning into that front leg. Stretch, keeping this back one straight. I like to go up and down gently when we do this. And putting your feet a little closer together. We're going to be bending both legs. Your weight is more towards your back this time. Feel another stretch there in the different part, in the little part of your calf. And coming back up. We're going to put that leg that we've been stretching in front of us. And we're just going to raise the lower arm heel a few times. Hold that up, and then we're going to stretch that out. And then you're going to put your, as high as you can go on your tippy toe. And what I want you to feel is that your heel is pressing forward. So it's not so much much that you're leaning over it. It's your heel going forward. So raise that tippy toe as high as you can. And then foot so you can stretch out your quad. This is a great one. It's a big muscle that needs a lot of stretch. I like to move around. I feel it in a different place each time. And going to the other foot. The other foot, and that's going behind. Leaning into the front foot. And keeping your back leg straight. And moving it in. Weight is more towards the back this time. And stretching the lower part of your calf here. And swing that back leg forward. I'm just gonna lift our lower heel a few times, warm it up. And then we're going to press that heel forward. You can shift your body weight a little bit forward, but the feeling I want is that you're pressing that heel towards your toes, up over them. And grab your foot, quad out. Maybe that stretching doesn't necessarily feel good at the time, but later on you're going to feel much more relaxed. If you want to move around, you can. Different stretches. All right, out. And we're going to go. If you have not done a lot of back work, you want to be careful with these. We're going to start just by keeping everything long, so you want to tighten your core, and it's just our very upper back that is going to be bending. So, I like to look to the side. So you're looking up, it's hard to breathe. And rolling back, and coming up, and moving back, and coming up. Now that core always has to be tight here, and coming up. And the other side. Using the core to come up. And back. Using your core to come up. Right. Let's put that to the side. And then move forward folds. Okay. Let's start by doing knee bends. Align your knees over your toes. And just do that a couple times. And then we're going to be stretching forward. different stretch each time. I'm just going to change that position. And go to the other side, reaching up with the right arm. And keep your weight centered. And come back to the middle. Let's get it one more and straighten. And curling it up slowly. Shoulders back. Don't forget to do that during the day for it flies. Get that muscle memory going. Okay, so I'm taking my right hand, crossing it over. Left hand is pushing forward. So give a twist in the middle. And go to the other side. So my left hand is crossing it over to my right hip. Right hand is pushing forward. Give that twist. Alright, fireflies. How are we feeling? Let's do some wrist circles. Favorite thing in nature. And we'll circle outwards. And the animals. The animals. And go inwards again. Nice big circles. Closing your fingers. And my eyes and my chin out. And taking one hand, stretching the wrist back. And the other hand. Going back to the first hand, and stretch downwards. And second hand. And you move your toes facing a little bit outwards. And you bring your knees, and slide towards your knees, and you're going to drop the shoulder. And you're going to press this knee out. So this is kind of a full stretch. So you're pressing that knee out. And you're also stretching your shoulder into your back. And coming up, we're going back the other way. So we're pressing our right knee back. Right shoulder straight forward, and your total stretch. And rolling back up, rolling the shoulders back. And let's move on to our Bachata. What was the song from last week on Ordinary? That's good. So we're going to review our bachata. So we spent a few months doing merengue, and now we moved on to bachata, super popular Latin dance.
So I know.
It's a nice one. You can do it socially. You can do it on your own. So we have learned our basic step. We've learned the forward and backwards, a step tap. We're going to add in some arms today. I'm going to start facing away from you so you can copy that, and then I'll do it towards you so you can mirror. We're going to be starting on our left foot, which is, if you're dancing in a couple in the lead is stepping on the left foot, and the follower is stepping on the right. But when we're dancing solo, we usually step on our left foot. So you're going to have your knees a little bit loose here, so it's not a stiff dance, and you're going to keep your steps small. Because If you take big steps, it's hard to shift your weight. We talk a lot about shifting weight in this channel, and in that dance, we want our weight to go right over our leg as we're stepping. And if you're taking great big steps, that makes it hard. So if you have little steps, stepping, and coming together. So you step left, together, left, tap, right, right, together, right, tap, left, left, together, left, tap, right, right, together, right, tap, left, left, together, left, tap, right, right, together, right, tap, left, left, together, left, tap, right, right, together, right, tap, left. That is your basic step. Now we're going to do it forwards and backwards. We're going to step left, right, left, tap, right, right, left, right, tap, left, left, right, left, tap, right, right, left, right, tap, left, left, right, left, tap, right, right, left, right, tap, left. And we also did a step tap, and it's just a step left, tap, right, right, tap, left, left, tap, right, right, tap, left, left, tap, right, right, tap, left, left, tap, right, right, tap, left. So that step tap is also very useful because sometimes bachata kind of stops and starts, and to get back on the rhythm, instead of doing a whole basic, which means you'll be off, you do a step tap, and then you're back on the music. So today, as we do our step taps, we step into left tap right, right tap left, and back and forth. And we're going to be raising our arms, and you can give little shoulder movements with that. Maybe straighten up. And then we're going to be bringing it to our front. We're hugging each other, and then back out. So, arms upwards. And then your arms are going to fold. And go down to the front. So that is going to be our movement for today. So let's give that a try. I'm going to start going back to you so you can copy that way. And then I'm going to turn around. So if you like to mirror, then that is for you. left, right, left, right, tap, tap, left, left, one, left, tap, right, left, left, step back, left, tap, right, tap, left, arms coming in. All right, Fireflies. That's it for today. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for being here and supporting this community and just helping each other along on this journey. So, my Fireflies, we will be seeing you very soon. Please like and subscribe if you have not already. I'm seeing it now at 100,000, and we're gonna have some kind of a dance party when that happens. So I will see you very soon. Love going out to all you, my Fireflies.